Hi, welcome back to Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is the Six of Arrows and Transition. And when this card came up and I was meditating on it, I was like, good, we've got some movement here. All right. We talked a little bit about that Page of Bows yesterday and giving you a lesson, right? An opportunity to learn something, change is at hand. And, you've been sitting at this campsite here for a couple weeks and it's time to move, right? And that's what I thought. I thought, okay, good. I've got the lesson with the stoat, and it's about change, and I've got the energy, so now it's time to move. And it's perfect, all right. And I know the King of Stones and the Shaman are going to protect me as I'm moving out of camp. But now it's time to move forward. All right, it's an opportunity for new possibilities and processes, and there might be some anxiety involved in this, but guess what? You have to stay positive on this. All right, and like I said, with that Page of Bows that came out yesterday, the message is to take that change on. All right, to adapt to it. All right, to learn from it, because our spiritual journey as we're moving forward, it's about learning opportunities. It's about growth. It's about growing. Whether that's meeting new friends or learning to do something different in your job situation. Whatever it is, it's adding value to your walk. Okay. The good thing is too is that that pushes you outside of your boundaries. All right. And it allows you to use some of that experience and knowledge that you've gained over the years, all right, to, work on new methods to resolve issues, okay? Now, he's also, this guy, the hooded man, whatever you want to call him, he's guiding this boat, and it's dressed as a swan, and this, that's a Queen of Arrows. And, the Queen is all about moving from, different ponds. And, she never, stays in one area too long. She's always moving around looking for, opportunities and possibilities to, have a new nest or whatever. All right. And then, and those opportunities and possibilities, can be exciting, right? To do something new on your journey, even though it might be scary, right? Hey, I've never done this before. Let's say it's a work situation. I've never done this before, right? How do I talk to people about this? How do I go about doing this, right? And, you have to let your skill set and expertise kind of take over within all that. But, the good thing is you're moving in a direction of new experiences and places. And that's important, okay? That's important after, we started this journey back up, with the struggle that we had and the abundance, and, you took time to, sitting at this campfire, talking with all these major arcana cards, about the future, right? And the only way to tackle the future is to look at it and say, let's say it's a career change, right? And you know what? They don't know me. I don't know them. I'm going to go in there with a great attitude, as most people do, right? They don't know, a lot of people don't go to new jobs with a bad attitude, but, it's an opportunity to be reborn. That's that Eight of Vessels rebirth card, right? And, if it's a new position, you're protected with it. That's a Four of Stones, the protection, and that card just dropped off. And, you meet new friends, and maybe on a Friday night you go out, and celebrate with people, and that's a Four of Bows. And, you feel good about stuff. You feel positive about things, all right? And, that direction is moving you into those new experiences and places. But you have to trust your instincts. You have to trust your intuition, along the path and be open to it, for one, all right? And when you do trust it, take advantage of the new energy, with an open heart. And just, especially right now, it's a full moon coming out right now in Aquarius. And, set your intentions on that full moon, for the next 6 months. And, just do so with an open heart, and just, take that energy of that new moon and that, this new energy of being in transition, and, take advantage of it, right? Don't let that Five of Arrows frustration, hold you back, right? Because again, that's that mental energy. All right. And, transition is all about positive energy. It's not negative. So, welcome and emerge the opportunities, embrace the opportunities that are coming your way, and do so enthusiastically, do so with joy, right? And, do so with, inspiration, because you may look at this and you may say, I need to tackle this aspect, with a positive attitude, but your boss and your boss's boss are watching you during this transition, to see how you handle things, right? And this could help you out, later on in your career. Okay. Again, the page of bows is asking you who's offering you this opportunity. What's the lesson that you have to learn? All right, for you to move forward. Was it all about frustration? Because that stoat is actually looking at the 6 of arrows. When I have it set up, let's see, it's got to be, it's set up on a table like that. So yeah, he's looking at that page of arrows, or he's pointed in that direction. Maybe he's looking at you, but or let me rephrase that, to that 6 of arrows. And he's pointing towards the future, towards that transition. That's where the change is coming. So who's offering you that opportunity to change? Again, don't get frustrated with that mental energy. Take a step back, breathe, be patient. Make sure you're hitting your mark with that 5 of arrows. The King of Stone is, where is life offering you its riches? Maybe the riches is in that happiness that you had. Okay. Or the shaman helping you manifest things, right? The shaman is manifesting this air energy for you to change. And you're still celebrating, right? Celebrating the fact that, change is at hand. But the King of Stones is also asking you, where do you need to provide support? Or who do you need to, who's supporting on you? Who's depending on you for support? Okay. And maybe this transition is looking at it saying, you know what? I could do something more because my family's, supporting me. If I take on that responsibility, there's an open position down the road here, or, in the organization, maybe I can put in for it, and they see that. Maybe they don't give me the position, but you know what? I could get a pay raise out of it. Could ask for a raise, could show them what I'm doing, everything on that nature. And then the Page of Bows is asking you, the stoat, how would things change if you engaged with it? All right. I think you've already engaged it. I think you've been sitting around this campfire long enough and you're saying, you know what? It's time to move. It's time to get a move on. And, I need to get back into doing what I know I can do. And, okay, so you engage with it. You engage with the opportunity to say, you know what? I heard the message, Mr. Stoat, and, it's time to move. It's time to take on that change. It's time to understand, where I'm going. Because, I'm happy right now. I've got the King of Stones. I've got the 10 of Vessels, the happiness, and I want to manifest better things in my life with the shaman. So guess what? It's time to break camp. It's time to pack up your stuff, get going. Look for another camp, maybe a couple days, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks down the road. But, embrace that change, embrace that message that the Stoat's giving you yesterday. And, take this transition to heart, because, even though you got a full sail and the wind is, pushing you along, it's the Queen of Arrows, that swan, that's really guiding you. And she's giving you the protection of a swan as you're transitioning into new waters. All right, so there you have it. That's today's card of the day, 6 of Arrows, transition. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others. And this is D for the Spirit's Path, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care, God bless, stay safe, everybody.